was he touched like that, right?
Yeah, that's why he couldn't play any of them. Because that was instantly.
Yes, Chrissy. Yes.
Not really.
That's the mark for the you can go up here if you want. There's one more there. It's more stable up here. Shooting right now. I'm going to give you a look. Yeah, that's right. But I'm going to stay there too. Just set up the
I'm making shit up. Let's go, all together. Come on. Keep it going, all together. Let's go. Let's go.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing test 1 2. Heidelberg United versus City here at.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
Nicolás y los tíos, y los regalos crudos.
This is Leah. Can we talk today?
Thanks, how are you? Good. How are you? This is first time for me.
I'm literally our baby's about to start.
First time for me. Sorry, yeah, you do. That's it. Yeah, good. No, I just have work with me. Yeah. I'll just have to work. Yeah. I can do that anyway.
Just really worried about
Exactly. Not really. You just buy yourself a house.
Oh, sorry, darling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, darling. Bye. See you next holiday. Is that all right? Beautiful colour. Sorry. I'll send them to you guys too. I've got mouse. And yours, I think.
Up in the air. Keep someone on here.
Liam's copying the coin today.
Oh, yeah, to you, mate. Hello, mate. See you nice and loud as always.
Liam's tossing the coin.
We told you that a couple of weeks ago, remember? Which game was that at where we said we would toss the
Liam,
coin?
turn around, honey.
Where was that? Where were we that night?
Everything.
Thank you.
Okay, that's good.
It was the Avondale game. Well done, mate.
That's a good bit of you. Yeah, leave 1 minute. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you.
On what is a season-defining afternoon for both Heidelberg United and Hume City. All eyes will be on this fixture if you are of the Oakley Cannons persuasion. A win or a draw for Heidelberg United this afternoon will secure the Premier's plate for the Cannons in what will be a tantalising afternoon of football. A week from hell for Heidelberg United. It has been. This time last week they were about to take the lead against Preston Lions in the 2026 New Balance Doherty Cup final, to which they fell 3-1 losers. Then, of course, cup action this week against North Sunshine Eagles in the Han Australia Cup round of 16. A 0-0 draw in the offing. A casualty, not just in the way that they lost that match, but their captain, Ben Collins, suffered a straight red, and he is suspended for this afternoon's clash. As for Hume City, they will keep their Australian Championship and NPL Victoria Premier's plate hopes alive. They were to secure a win this afternoon. Anything less with the Cannons, as mentioned previously, will be crowned champions. Premiers, shall we say. Heidelberg United, conversely, they're looking for their first league win since May. Late May it was against Green Gully. I'm your solo commentator for today, Neil Simons, for the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. I'll take you through the starting lineup, starting with the away side in Hume City. Between the sticks is Chris Oldfield, the back four of Zahi Anders, Taylor Shrivers, Braden Spink, and Aidan Coyne. In the midfield, so Steve White, Biakun Kyoda, and Godfrey DeBella. Cody Cador will also feature in the defence. Chris Engelhart and Idris Bayu do make up the striking partnership. For Heidelberg United, of course, no Ben Collins, and we will see the addition of Tobena Abani, who was cup-tied in the Han Australia Cup. Yaron Souza retains his spot between the sticks. Ryan Lethling, Tasmo Dakudis, Anthony Lesiotis, Marcus Humbert, Kieran Bramwell, Asahi Yokokawa, Tobena Abani, Kane Razmovsky, Jay McGowan, and Max Bissetto. Burns gets a very pivotal start. They've very much been in and out of the team by way of starts in recent weeks. This will be his first start in any match for Heidelberg United in the league since their 0-0 draw against Caroline Springs George Cross on the 24th of July. So, all eyes and ears, we focused on this fixture. Our referee is Yanni Maladis. And assistant referees Thomas Rushton and Kazra Stoha Sanavi. And fourth official is Dimitri Gunaris. What might this fixture bring ourselves? What title permutations will we see? Which team will feature on the national stage in the Australian Championship? All ahead of us in the remaining 90 minutes, with Heidelberg United also seeking to push their case, not just in the league, but to remain in the finals hunt. A slip up today could see Caroline Springs George Cross potentially reach finals positions. Here's Marcus Humbert, Obani. Passetto to his left. Better Obani. It's a fashion one in, and Shrivers sends it out of play. And we will see the first corner of the afternoon, only 45 seconds into this contest. It'll be Asahi Yokokawa to take. Of course, it was his set-piece delivery that saw Nico Duarte get on the head. Shall I say, sort of got a touch on it. Was it a scorpion kick? Who knows? Nico Duarte not in the squad this afternoon, probably receiving a rest after what has been a massive week for him. Yokokawa swings it in. The header from Lethlean nearly pierces the bottom right corner. And it's not the start that Nick Hegarty would want for his side. Of course, the other fixture currently taking place is Melbourne City, who take on South Melbourne. And the attention will definitely go on that for South Melbourne. If they were to win that game, that would very much share up fourth spot and secure themselves finals football in season 2026. Oldfield goes long. Bayou. White. Gilda. Lesionis. Picked up by White. Mudakudis. His clearance wasn't too great. Tabella attempts the back heel, but Mudakudis had it covered. Souza sent the task long. And Braden Spink will retain. Probably of Gold Coast United. So to his left-back partner in Zahiadis, who played for Gold Coast United, made his debut at the age of 16. And speaking of Gold Coast United, they were actually relegated last night in the NPL Queensland competition alongside the Brisbane Royal B team. Here comes Kirda. Space on that left-hand channel. Can he keep it in play? He can. Bypass Razumovsky and he'll take the pass from Addis. Doesn't find an intended target. Bramwell wins his side the free kick. It's been a tantalising week of football just in the Victorian footballing stratosphere. Of course, the New Balance Doherty Cup final in front of over 4,300 spectators. It was the opening goal from Nico Duarte, which put Heidelberg in a great position, but it was goals from Zachary Gianti, Stefan Zini and Luca Tavia. Posited Heidelberg to lose their second New Balance Doherty Cup final in as many years. Something I'm sure Don Anastasiadis would very much put in the back pocket. It's a distant memory. Focus just strictly on the league now. It's all we have to focus on. Now, of course, are the remaining side in the Hard Australia Cup in this part of town. Hume City, they were knocked out earlier by Juventus. This fixture was also rescheduled originally. It was meant to be played on a Friday night. Of course, allowed for Heidelberg to have an extra day of rest. A rare 3 p.m. kickoff here at the Village. Obani flips it to midfield. Razumovsky, nice ball to find Jay McGowan. Really, really good work from Zahiadis. However, he did concede his side of the corner. Addis, of course, a Sri Lankan international with 6 caps. He's featured alongside the likes of Wade Decker. Recently featured in a very effective 4-1 win against Bhutan in June. Humbert towards the back post. Bramwell, bouncing ball. McGowan! It took a deflection, no doubt. But Jay McGowan opens the scoring for the Burgers. And Oakley Cannon supporters would be absolutely enthused. A great start for the Burgers. And it comes by virtue of Jay McGowan, who secures, more importantly, his 7th goal for the campaign. What has been a very, very poor few weeks for Hume City. Pain might be more emphasised. As we get play back underway through Taylor Shrivers. Now Kador. It's Chris Engelhardt. Spink. White. Bayou. Nice win by the Burgers in the back half. Here's one left wing. Because as a left back, how could he come on? Committed to really do so tonight, this afternoon rather, after Ben Collins sent off. Razmovsky. Yokokawa in space. Spots the run of Humbert. Task was too hard for the Melbourne City youngster to reach. Hollywood squad in the Under-23 Asian Cup as well. Here's Shrivers. His former side, Green Gully. Fortunately suffered a heavy defeat to the Oakley Cannons last night. Shrivers. Spink. Evades the press from Yokokawa. Will seek to venture forward. Hardis back to Spink. Coin. Searching ball. Cannot find its intended target. Maxby Seto. Dispossessed. Kador. Here's Steve White. Tight space for Birkin Kyoda to evade, and he did so diligently. This is Bayu. This is Bayu. Progressing on the edge of the area. Coin had space to shoot. Can he poke it through for DeBella? He can't. Play will resume. Lateral ball was Coin. Lofts one in. The header en route. It wouldn't have counted, but just whisked over the bar.
I was waiting for the finish. Yeah. How are you? Good.
Scores around the ground. South Melbourne still locked at 0-0 with Melbourne City. Obani, good first touch and tug of the shirt from Chris Engelhardt. Stephen Obani featured in all 3 academy sides, featured in 23 appearances in NPL1 for Melbourne Victory last season, and every game he played in, he started. So, a true testament to his defensive acumen. Played in that friendly against Wrexham as well this time last year. Lofted ball from left lane. Shrivers.
Oh, hold on. Did you?
Here's Abani. Run well, flicks it on. Hume have to clear. Here's Abani. Just forced in the corner. Abani gets away. Cross in. Attempted pass along the ground. Engelhardt was tugged. Away the shirt. And play will resume through Oldfield. Quite the custodian for this club. Of course, his second stint. 2012 to 2017 was his first stint. He's coached by the likes of Louis Yatsevsky and also Preston's head coach in Zoran Markovsky. 4 years at Avondale. He did spend some time with Zoran Markovsky. Fedor. Couldn't keep it in. Play will resume. Abani. Humbert. Souza.
Because someone's trying to explain to me, he's somehow got 5 yellows also.
Woodacudis. All over the top. Kawa is the intended target. Gowan for support. The lateral ball was attempted, but no one to meet it. few shouts from the main grandstand here at the Village. McGowan. Now Bayou. He's been a little bit goal shy in recent weeks as a Disu Bayou. After a blistering start to the season. He's very much in need of a goal. Hasn't scored since the 5th of June, so just over 2 months ago.
Come on, coach.
5-1 Browns at the Greens. Bisetto gets past Kador, whisking and weaving the two ex-Western United teammates, and the Lebanese international and Kador did really well there. And the Burgers will get themselves a corner. So what might come of this opportunity for Heidelberg United to get themselves their second? This point of the game would be enormous for their stocks. Yokokawa's ball is really well weighted. Bayou has broken the space past Humbert. He did really well there, but Humbert a bit too much shirt pulling in that instance and is awarded the yellow card. So Hume City, great opportunity to get themselves into a great attacking position here. And potentially square the ledger. Going to plan.
Actually, about 300. Yeah, but hold on, there's a lot of these matches, you know. Yeah. You're not going to make like $1 million clear. I estimated what it would come to. What cost?
Steve White will stand over this one. No short. To build up from the back on this occasion. Point.
You make some money. You make some money.
It's in field for DeBella. Really good at shooting his body. Scott for DeBella. He's got space to roam. And now Kirda will look to pop one. That's a heavy deflection. Zahiadis attacking the box. A couple of step overs. Wins his side of corner. Hume City, unorthodox in the attacking channels, but have looked very good for their time. And Björkan Kilda will stand over this one. Well, there's a bit of pushing and shoving in the box, at least something to render referee to have a look at here. And Miletus just going to talking to Kieran Bramwell and Brayden Spink. So that's clearly enough to posit something on this occasion. And we'll see Björkan Kilda swing this one in. Well weighted. It did come off a Heidelberg player. So we'll get another bite at the cherry here. And so going over to take will be Steve White. Just joining us in the 16th minute. The opening goal came by virtue of Jim McGowan. White's delivery is good. So's are punches. Wasn't all too convincing. Here's Lesiotis. On running Humbert. And Yokokawa available for support. Oh, that's a terrible back pass. And DeBella might look to capitalise. He can't. What a golden opportunity and a rare mistake from Anthony Lesiotis. Might it have been the on-running player who couldn't quite trap the ball in time. Wowee. I think it was actually Jay McGowan. Just couldn't receive in time. Rather Kane Razmovsky, number 14. Wowee. Something you expect from former Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City player, and Anthony Lesiotis. composure and experience as Chris Holfield comes out.
Fight! Come on, Saki! Come on! Yeah.
Don Anastasiadis demanding more from his men. They mark yellow and black. Kyoda. Searching ball towards Addis, who was in an offside position. Unfortunately for him. Been a very much a stop-start game. He's opening 17 and a half minutes. But the action will not stop. Left lead. Look at the press that Hume City are enforcing here in the attacking third. Obani, Bisetto. So started off the season with a long-term injury. I think he was injured during the Australian Championship, but not on the pitch. He was swimming. Injured his shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. It's quite an unorthodox way to be on the sidelines, and has been a player that Heidelberg have sorely missed this season. He also was formerly of the Oakley Cannons, which he joined in 2024, and his Western United debut in 2023 against the Edgeworth Eagles in the Hahn Australia Cup round of 32. Of course, his former club, Western United, no longer. This week, the licence formally terminated. And as such, left a lot of interesting permutations for sides in VPL 1. Really good touch from Kane Razmovsky, but Steve White was there to defend him. I'm not seeing the best of Kane Razmovsky, despite being a standout in recent weeks for the Burgers. It's probably Heidelberg's best last week in the Dockerty Cup final. Nick Hegarty is not too happy, and so too his assistant. There was a tug of the shirt. Ali Hussein just Ali Hussein and Arsene Youssef lock in arms. Hayden Coyne. Try this. Coyne. Spin just in the centre circle. Kilda. Aris. McGowan. Lesiotis. And the Burgers be on the charge here potentially. They're operating in quite liminal space. And eventually, anywhere will do. Hayden Coyne. Searching ball. Bayou. Providing plenty of questions for Taskmore Recruiters at the heart of defence. Kane Razmovsky. Forced to go long. Now Bayou. Kilda. White. Chris Engelhardt was hacked down. No foul forthcoming though. The way that Hume City looked to build up is through the middle of the pack, as Yaron Souza claims. Lesiotis asking for much intent. He's not been really allowed space to carry the ball in the attacking channels. McGowan pushed to ground by Zahiadis. That's probably one of the most obvious fouls we've seen of the afternoon so far. So Zahiadis might be given a stern talking to here. Yanni Miletus. No card though, it seems, at least. Yellow card, of course, matching the description of the Heidelberg United uniform in yellow. So it might be hard to tell. They have pretty good eyesight though, I think. Asai Yokokawa to stand over this one. Formerly of Chico Soccer Club. Played for Abelix Niigata in Singapore. Not to be confused with the Japanese J-League team. Ball swung in, left lean. He does eventually find it. Humberts forced wide. Wins inside another corner. So Heidelberg will try their luck yet again. Getting quite cold here at the Olympic Village. Of course, we were greeted with such sunshine heading into this 3 p.m. kickoff. Now just slightly overcast. Yokokawa's ball towards the back post it goes. Bramall was there. A distinct header, but couldn't find its intended target. As he's forced wide, the number 9. Lesiotis, player still in the box. Just outside it, rather. Humbert. Well-weighted delivery, and the door's header out of harm's way for another corner. Well, Heidelberg has certainly racked up the corner count in these opening 24 minutes of game time here at the Village. Here comes Yokokawa's delivery. Good one. Oldfield claims. Engelhardt. We've not seen much of in these opening minutes. Of course, they do have Max Wright on the bench, who did score that all-important goal against Melbourne City a few weeks back. A delightful ball to find back to Bisetto. But Chris Oldfield's goalkeeping positioning was quite on cue there. Zahiadis, Spink, Taylor Schreiber, Kador, Chris Engelhardt, he's got Kador on the overlap. The Mexican imports. Kador, Coin. Just happy to knock it around here. Hume City. They know opportunities will be forthcoming. The question is, can they get the all-important one on the stroke of half-time? Or even 20 minutes before half-time. Not quite the stroke of half-time just yet. Here comes Taylor Shrivers. Forced up high. New Zealand international. Steve White. Zahi Adis. Encouraged to drive inside. All too well there. Shrivers. White. Operating in liminal space. Hume City. Now Bayou. Wins inside the corner. Seems to be the flavour of the month. Corners at the Olympic Village. And will be Björkan Kyoda yet again. This time, an integral angle. It's a wayward header from Braden Spink. Can Heidelberg capitalise? Yet it's Engelhardt, who has a pop, and was DeBella onside? He wasn't. He was not onside, but he could have had a really good side at goal where he onside. Well, Heidelberg's bench beginning to warm up. They can look to a number of integral players in ever present this season. Christian Theo Harris, who did start midweek. Carl O'Sullivan, who the understanding was he was about a week away, but was named on the bench due to, of course, allowing the extra substitute for the Han Australia Cup, owing to, of course, player eligibility. Joseph Lee, Ashton Bonzel, who's taken the goalkeeping position in recent weeks in Yaron Souza's absence. And the thought is that Souza has been fast-tracked back to action today as Kador, his header, right towards Oldfield. Shrivers. Coin. Engelhardt. Kador. Neat ball. Engelhardt has got plenty of space ahead of him here. Across the face of goal it goes. Razumovsky's clearance wasn't convincing. And Humbert is fouled in the box. But it's his defensive box. And will win his side an all-important free kick. Very, very big, nervous moment for Heidelberg United in the back third. And Hume City continue to chase this game and chase the Oakley Cannons. At this current point in time will be crowned champions. Premiers, rather. I'm still trying to get used to the terminology. Ball pass from McGowan. Hume taking their time. South Melbourne have taken the lead against Melbourne City through Buljuach. That's his first NPL Victoria goal. And a player that Heidelberg, on the balance, really do need. Of course, Kieran Bramwell this season. He's only had the 5 league goals to his name. Ardis across the face, and there it is for Godfrey DeBella! He's been dangerous all afternoon and gets his just reward. Talk about number 9s that fire in integral moments, in integral spaces. That's his 5th for the season. And a crucial goal for Hume City. Just look back at that. The architect was that man in Zahi Ardis. Sends a great ball into the box. And Godfrey DeBella on the end of that one to fire home. And Hume City will take a wealth of confidence going into the last 15 minutes of this half. Here's Braden Spink. Adesibayu. Kilda. Coin. Kador is screaming for it down this right-hand side, but he can't reach it. Kudus. Kilda rushing with Yokokawa. Here's Basetto. Isolated with Kador. Looks to drive towards the byline. But Kador with a fist bump. He's absolutely enthralled with that, as he should be. Here comes Asahi Yokokawa. A crucial moment for the Burgers. Lesiotis wants it nice and short towards the back post. More to Kudus. Will it sit with Bisetto? Will it sit for any Burger player? It did for Lesiotis, but I think it hit the ground before he can even get any movement on the ball. We are being treated to a Saturday afternoon classic here at Olympic Village. And in respecting both sides' form, this game lives up to the billing. Of course, last time these two sides did play was at MCL Stadium in early May. Aaron Calver secured the second goal for Hume City, but Heidelberg United will look to change the script. Here's Max Braceto bearing down on goal, and Chris Oldfield stands tall. An enormous save for the Englishman. And the Heidelberg fans find their voice. Bramwell got on the score sheet as well in the 79th minute as they looked to mount a comeback, the Burgers, but they weren't able to do so. Really, really poor giveaway in the heart of defence. It was Taylor Shrivers who just ran into a bit of trouble. Bisetto completely stole it off him. And South Melbourne have taken a 2-0 lead against Melbourne City through a bicycle kick from Bull Juach. Yokokawa, left leans header, just wide of the goal. Yeah, just a miraculous effort from Bull Juach. We'll have a look at this. That's what Heidelberg are really missing at this point in time. But they do have players who can bring goals aplenty. And entertainment fueled first 33 minutes here at the Olympic Village. Just a reminder, as results stand, Oakley will still be outright leaders and will have the premiership in waiting. The Premier's plate will be theirs. Hume City do need a second to change the description, albeit it will be unlikely, but nonetheless, very much possible. Steve White goes to ground.
Maybe just after half time.
Yeah. Of course, Hume City do have plenty of players who can provide adequate replacement. Might have to result in some shuffling potentially. Of course, Joshua O'Kane, who's been a player we've not seen much of this season in starting capacity, only just the 8 starts in all competition. 18 appearances for the campaign. Times on the sideline, Humbert. The reverse pass wasn't able to be executed, but sends a task for Yokokawa. Couldn't reach it though. Shrivers. Laterally is Zahi Adis. Oldfield under pressure, Bramwell pressing. The two Melbourne Knights, former teammates, in a scramble there. Of course, Kieran Bramwell, talk about his experience. 27 appearances for the Perth Glory in the A-League men. And 4 seasons with the Knights. Brought across to the Burgers for the Australian Championship alongside Angus Taylor, who's now, of course, at Northwood City as they're looking to chase promotion. Massive game for them on Monday night against Northern Victory's Academy side. Left lean. Late challenge from Aidan Coyne, and he will go into the book himself as well. All to play for. A few cards in this first half. Not often you will see such intensity emphasised in the opening 33 minutes or so of a contest, but a lot on the line for these two teams. Plenty. Of course, Hume City have all just secured a home final. Likely will be at home. But the real question for them is, can Avondale potentially get themselves into that second spot if results don't go their way? And South Melbourne also lurking as well. Bisetto looks wide. Kane Razmovsky couldn't quite get his delivery on cue. Throw is short, Yokokawa. It was only just a 3-day turnaround for Heidelberg, but they look fresh as a daisy this afternoon. They don't look exactly the calmest on the ball that you would expect. but in their attacking intents and their pressing intensity has been absolutely at not their best, but certainly much more of the description that you would expect. Barney, his touch was heavy. Coyne looks wide. Kador on running. In a tussle with Jay McGowan. He didn't know too much about it. The ex-Sutherland Shark. As Barney has to get this out of the box. And Heidelberg living dangerously here in the heart of their defence. Still goes to Benno Barney and eventually upended. Does win his side the throw in though. Just focus a little bit on Aidan Coyne, of course. The son of legendary Western Australian footballing icon in Chris Coyne. Spent time at Watford. It's the club of current Socceroos forward Nestor Irankunda, at least for a few days. If not, maybe tonight we'll see him announced by Sporting Lisbon. Loans to Maidenhead United and St Albans City in the National League. Followed. The ball is lofted in by Paceto, who switched to that right channel. And here is Birkan Kielder. Tabella back to goal. As the Burgers will look to build again. Humbert, the 1-2 with Razmovsky. Look to get the ball lofted high. Wins his side the corner. Of course, has integrated himself into this side seamlessly. Maybe have they found a true Jamal Ali replacement? Of course, formerly of Sunshine George Cross. Altona City, and of course the victory where he spent most of his formative years, about 8 seasons or so, from all the way from the youth academy to senior football. Made his debut against the Wanderers in January of this year. Brief appearance off the bench. Humbert, well-weighted delivery. And now Björkan Kielder. They find the space and avenue that they would like to see. A double-footed challenge from both Engelhardt and Lesiotis. This play will resume for Chris Oldfield. Of course, entering the 40th minute here at the Village. Heidelberg United will not play in the Australian Championship this season. Of course, we saw the Village absolutely packed this time last year for Australia Cup ties against the likes of the Wellington Phoenix, Auckland FC, and the Western Sydney Wanderers. This year, the championship hangover is certainly looming large at this point in time. Because of player personnel, they've found it a little bit difficult to recruit the players that they would like. Of course, very difficult to find players that fit the description that you had last year. So that you're a tall, exciting winger. Paul Juach, a talented striker. And even today, Ben Collins, it's very tough to replace his composure at the heart of defence. But Tas Mordekudis is a very diverse and multi-use player. He's been deployed as a midfielder in his career, and as well at Heidelberg United. 15 appearances for Sydney Olympic before he moved into the pro ranks with the Western Sydney Wanderers, where he made 40 appearances. Valour FC with another Australian involved in the league at that time was Geordie Swivel. Of course, 11 caps for the Olyroos as well. And in those Olyroos squads, has featured alongside the likes of Riley McGree, of course, current Socceroo, and Apostolos Stamatolopoulos as Björkan Kielder with a very strong challenge and is being urged to come speak with our head referee. Yanni Miletus, rather, and been given a talking to. The Heidelberg fans aren't too happy. They think that more should be brandished to Birkan Kierda, the number 10. More to Curtis. Now left lane. McGowan. Reverse lofted pass for Marcus Humbert. Uses that ball in. And McGowan with a distinct strike. It's kept in play still, were it not for Max Bisetto. Now, Heidelberg fans, as you can hear on broadcast, well and truly finding voice. Some tantalising results across the pyramid this weekend. Oakley with a 4-1 win last night. And Alex Salmon with the cherry on top as he returns to action. Adam Duradovic with a double. I think that makes it 6 goals for himself against the Green Gully this season. And Joe Knowles also getting himself on the score sheet. Dandenong City with a 2-0 win over Altona. They left it late through Will Bauer and Jack H. Cullen. And St Albans with a 1-1 draw against the Bentley Greens through Nicholas Koek. And Yuta Kokurio with a fantastic lofted chance just to head over the top of Marco Bulic. Can McGowan keep this in play? He can't. Not many players that have made the switch across from NPL New South Wales to NPL Victoria. Jay McGowan certainly goes under the radar. Formerly of Rockdale Illendon. Sydney Olympic too, which Tasmania Kudas, as he arrived from Auckland FC's Oceania Pro League squad that won the entire competition. And also featured for Marconi for the back end of last year's NPL New South Wales season and in the Australian Championship, to which they lost the final at this very ground. Engelhardt, neat ball. Kielder, lofted. No one towards the back post is there for Hume City. Zahiatis, who needs to be very careful, as he's already got himself in a fair few challenges this afternoon. As he concedes the free kick. On the stroke of half-time. What will our fourth official, Dimitri Gunaris, say? How many minutes will we have? I'd say, if I were a betting man, I'd say probably 2. Ball will go up shortly. Sharp EIT Solutions, just the 1 minute of added time, so not the 2 that we were anticipating. Lesiotis attempts the volley. No one in pursuit. Left lane. Well, it has been a very, very entertaining first 45. You might posit that there's at least another goal in this, if not 2. Shrivers. The diagonal ball towards Kador. Back towards Coyne. Now for DeBella. Is he onside? Calls for a handball, waved away. Kador. Now Engelhardt. His trademark right channel. Great delivery, was well weighted. Couldn't find its target. And that might be the final act of this first half. As Yanni Miletus blows his whistle, and Heidelberg United will go into the break with a 1-1 scoreline. Hume City did respond through Godfrey DeBella, were it not for the opening goal from Jay McGowan. How will the next 45 minutes pan out as the premiership race might reach its conclusion, pending results here at the Village?
Good stuff, man.
we'll find out. Apparently, we'll find out Monday. So, but that's the rumor. Hey, I wouldn't be averse to that. No, mate, this is very 2015.
Oh yeah, I've always been a fan of that. This is rivalry Hey dude, I'll tell you here. Say it again. Melbourne United. Fucking strange, man. Don't worry about that.
Welcome back to this round 24 Senol NPL Men's Victoria fixture. Of course, here at the Village as Heidelberg United go into the break against Hume City. One apiece. The opening goal came from Jay McGowan. The second, which was Hume City's, came from Godfrey DeBella. Hume need a goal to keep their premiership hopes alive. Heidelberg need a goal to keep their finals hopes intact and secure. Let's see how proceedings might take place and take shape. Heidelberg United need another goal to shore up sixth position. However, a loss could open the door for Caroline Springs George Cross tonight as they take on Avondale. as we get proceedings back underway. Here is Marcus Humbert. Hume City now win it back through Engelhardt. Infield ball, Kielda. Space on the left channel for Adisubayu. Adis. Here is Adisubayu. Some really good work. Kane Razumovsky. Spink. Spink again. White. Looks left for Adis, who's got space. Lofts the cross. Bayu. Oh, nearly sat for Godfrey DeBella. It's Kador. And now Engelhardt. Can he get the cross away? Rolls it back for Kador. Well-shaped ball. And now Coyne. And now Kielda turns left. And into the arms of Aaron Souza it goes. As he looks to re-energize his side. He does also have the captain's armband this afternoon. It's Benarabani. Biseto, Yokokawa. And now Razumovsky. Here comes Kane Razumovsky. He's got Yokokawa to his right. Yokokawa. And Oldfield punches. An open goal for the time being. As Razumovsky finds Yokokawa. Incisive ball. McGowan across the angle. Will it sit for Lesiotis? Oh, that's not one of his finest efforts. It will be a goal kick. Nick Hegarty very adamant that they don't need to go to feet for the wingers. Kador. Here's to Bella. Oh, Ryan Lethlean did really well to hold him up. And in fact, he's on a free kick for his efforts as well. Ryan Lethlean. Started at Melbourne Victory in his senior career. But his grassroots football was with Sydenham Park, Keilor Park and Moreland City. Also made his professional debut in 2021 in the then FFA Cup. And Marcus Humbert. To Benarabani. Oh, it's fantastic. Nice move from Obani. Cuts it back. Biseto! Razumovsky! And it's in for the Burgers! It is Max Biseto! And it is a fantastic move from John Anastasiadis' side. And so too, it's Max Biseto who gets his first goal in the league this season. And what an integral goal at that. And Hume City are staring down the barrel of second place. And Heidelberg United are getting closer to securing finals. Quite the juxtaposition. However, what a fantastic move, especially, no doubt, to Benno Obani, who created the move down that left flank. And here is Birkan Kielda. Can Hume City get themselves a second? As they trail for the second time this afternoon, Zahiadis' attempted dribble is too long. Here is Marcus Humbert. Obani with more space down that left-hand side, although the ball is overhit slightly. Taylor Shrivers. The Burgers finding their zen through their intense pressing structures. Here is Steve White. Neat little turn from him. Kilda. Oh, overhit, and Heidelberg will win it back. Now Lesiotis. He goes to ground, and he'll be awarded the free kick. They don't look to play advantage. What might we see from this opportunity for Heidelberg United as Anthony Lesiotis has to do up his shoelace? Razmovsky. Tasmurdakudis. Lesiotis. Kane Razmovsky, Bisetto, nice move. And McGowan is crossed long. And there won't be a player, at least in a striking position on the follow-up, but Humbert was there as the Burgers recycle possession yet again, this time through Anthony Lesiotis. Neat ball for McGowan. He's come into his own in recent weeks. Jay McGowan drifting left. Lesiotis. McGowan. Looking to weave away. And now Tasmurdakudis. Of course, Heidelberg's last league match came by virtue of a loss to Avondale. It was very much season-defining. The makeup of their campaign. Quite unfortunate on that occasion. And the goal came from Kieran Bramwell. And Shrivers. Razmovsky can keep it in here. Oh, still in the box. Is Razmovsky across the face to no one in particular. They do win themselves a corner, which has really just been the story of the afternoon, to be honest. I wonder if you are an Oakley Cannons player, supporter, coach, what you are feeling right now. One of your finals rivals about to gift you the premiership. And Humbert will stand over this one. Will it fall in the box? It does kindly. Oh, I think Bramwell definitely had a go. But Chris Oldfield, to his credit, was very, very strong. Braden Spink. Of course, the pitch here at the Village is in really good condition. Aris. Bayu. Coyne. Now Kilda. Bayu. Kilda. Oh, was in a lot of space, but was just swarmed by Heidelberg players, and it could be on the attack here through Bisetto. His first touch wasn't fantastic, though, as Hume recovered themselves. And so too Kilda's touch wasn't fantastic either. A little bit of sloppiness from both sides. Spink. Oh, Yanni Miletus called foul there, just mainly for the head clash rather than keeping play on going. Garen Souza just marking instructions as well. we see for Kieran Bradwell. He'll come back on. Lesiotis. Oh, nearly lost the ball in the middle of the path, but still retains. Oh, diligently done by Anthony Lesiotis. The play with such composure. O'Barney, great run. And Shrivers is able to intercept in the nick of time. Heidelberg United with a really good first 10 minutes to start this second half. Bisetto. He's come alive in the second half. McGowan. Nice 1-2. Here's Jay McGowan. Twisting, turning. Yokokawa! Oh! How about that? Asahi Yokokawa chips Chris Oldfield, and Heidelberg United go 3 to the good against Hume City. Chris Oldfield just watched that sail over into the back of the net. And the Burgers might secure their first 3 points in nearly 3 months. Just remarkable from Asahi Yokokawa. And what makes it even sweeter, it's his first goal in over 3 months himself. Last scored against South Melbourne in early May. And Hume City have an almighty task ahead of them if they want to keep themselves in this premiership race. Here's Chris Engelhardt. O'Barney did well. It's cut back to Birkenkirda. Oh, it's in! Hume City with a goal straight back. Can you believe it? An enormous error from Yaron Souza. And Birkenkirda keeps Hume City in this contest. Wowee! It was great work from Engelhardt. O'Barney might have got front position. Kyoto had to strike, and Souza with a huge error. And gift of the highest order for Hume City. Well, in the blink of an eye, we've gone from 2-1 to 3-2. If Heidelberg were to score now, wouldn't that just be absolutely unbelievable in the context of this contest? And as Birkenkirda with another massive goal on his season, his 6th of the campaign. And DeBella, his first touch and second touch was great. Here's DeBella, Zahiadis, can he make it 3-3 across the face? And Engelhardt can keep it in. No, he can't. Don't you dare think this is a game that might be match of the round in billing, and certainly the contest has reflected as such. Don't adjust your TV sets, don't adjust your iPhone, iPad, Samsung, whatever it may be, wherever you're watching. The Senol NPLM Victoria has come to life in this second half. And just to recap, Max Bisetto and Asahi Yokokawa put the Burgers 3-1 up. And Birkenkirda closed the gap. And I must say they are definitely odds on to get themselves another to really put this game in an intriguing landscape for Hume City. Here's Marcus Humbert. The crossfield ball for Asmovsky. Zahiadis' positioning was on cue. Adusibeu. Mortikudis. Left wing. Humbert. O'Barney. Can he reach it? He can't. Humbert. Barney, oh, that's delightful from Tabena Barney. Driving wide. And last touch came off Chris Engelhardt. So another corner for Heidelberg United. As I might say, they might put this game to bed at 4-2. But if this game is anything to go by, it might not be as such. High looping ball. Woodakudis is there. Bramwell at the back post and has fizzed it high and wide. A bit unlucky there was Kieran Bramwell. And neither side looking to their bench. Of course, Hume City do have quite the player available. They do have Josh Bingham, who's ready and waiting. He's also warming up himself alongside Munib Adis. Was a very quick winger. Can bring on to provide that added energy and spark. Oh, it's a poor pass from Spink. Coyne did well to shield himself away from Anthony Lesiotis. And here come Hume City. Koda Kador. Chris Engelhardt now. Goes to ground and the foul is awarded. They'll need to take themselves forward by way of a set piece. Go quickly. Barney. Now Shrivers. Formerly of Team Wellington and Miramar Rangers. Zahi Adis. Steve White. Taylor Shrivers. Spink. Had a brief stint with South Melbourne in the Australian Championship as well. And was also on the books of the Newcastle Jets at one point. As Hume City get themselves another crucial free kick opportunity. Hume City will go to their bench. It seems the paper is in. The question is which player will be brought off, which player will be brought on. Kyoda and White standing over this one. It's Björken Kyoda who goes direct, and that was overly ambitious in the framework in which the shot was taken. And it, as expected, goes right into the fencing here at the Olympic Village. Here's Ryan Lethlean. Humbert. Bisetto, or heavy touch, and leaves an advent for Chris Engelhardt. He's incredibly dangerous in these positions, is Chris Engelhardt, as he has space to shoot and to roam. The shot is blocked. Engelhardt once more. Oh, look to roll it square. A similar action to that we saw of the go-ahead goal. And Bramwell does really well to shoulder the challenge away from Steve White. Of course, those two spent many, many years together at the Melbourne Knights. Of course, Australia Cup runs as well. It was a fantastic Australia Cup run in 2023. As Barney's attempted delivery is immensely subdued. Hume City, you just get the feeling if they were to get themselves another goal, it would most likely come through the advent of Chris Engelhardt. Here's Taylor Shrivers. Anthony Theodoropoulos is making his way. So is Munibatis for Hume City. Here's Zahi Ades approaching the byline across the face. Or will it sit for a player? It won't. Tantalising football on display at the Olympic Village, as we will see the introduction of Munibatis as he comes off the bench for the 10th time this season. Just the one goal to his name, the ex-Oakley Cannons winger. Spent some time with the Newcastle Jets as well. And the Bentley Greens too. As that's an immensely over hit from Aidan Coyne. On Munibatis. Does have an A-League appearance to his name too for the Jets. Just a 3-minute cameo in season 2022-23. Players toing and throwing through very much headers aplenty. Here's Björkan Kjörda in the channel. Is it Disubayu? Back to Kjörda. DeBella tempted to just have a first-time pass. Yokokawa and now Adis. He's got space to roam within. Bit of Adis and can't get the pass away. Will be a goal kick. Kyle O'Sullivan is going to make his way onto the park as well. We've not seen him in quite some time. It's been since May the 15th, a 2-2 draw for Bentley Greens against Heidelberg, the last time that we saw Kyle O'Sullivan. He'll make his return to action this afternoon. And off-coming will be Kane Razmovsky. And so to Asahi Yokokawa as they look to take a more defensive shape as we head into the last 22 minutes of regulation time. White's backwards header. More to Kudus. Theodoropoulos. The 217's going at it. Adis as well. A bit of head tennis in the middle of the park here at the Olympic Village. Bisetto. And now DeBella, fortunate to have received that in touch, is Chris Engelhardt. And he's got support on the right channel through Kador. It's Coda Kador, deflected and in! Hume City keep their season alive and keep their premiership hopes alive through Coda Kador. And look how they get around him. And this topsy-turvy game has yet another twist. (3-3). Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That just sailed in. I think it took a deflection. We'll have a look at the replay here. Yep, it looks like it might have come from Anthony Lesiotis. I can't be so sure. Might have been from Ryan Lethlean, but nonetheless, this has to be one of the games of the round, if not one of the games of the season, in terms of entertainment value. Live and free on the Senol NPLM Men's Victoria YouTube channel. I said don't adjust your watching device, and that does stay very much true. Kota Kador gets on the score sheet for Hume City. His third goal for the season, his first since the 9th of May in a 4-2 win for Hume City against Caroline Springs George Cross. Heidelberg United on the attack, this time through Tabena Abani, rolled square, Bisetto on the edge of the penalty area, rolled across, McGowan, and now Lesiotis. It won't sit for anyone, and Hume City say anywhere is good to get it away. Anthony Theodoropoulos looks incisive, can't. Minibatis, so too involved in the challenges there. The communication with the disobeyer was uncued. Humbert. Now McGowan, tricky feet. Interchanging with Humbert. It's an absolute battle in the midfield for Hume City and Heidelberg United. What a game here at the Village on Catalina Street. And Carl O'Sullivan, of course, the Irish import. A lot of work to do down this right-hand side. Here comes Bramwell. It's McGowan. Can he get a shooting chance? Yanni Miletus points to the spot. And Heidelberg United have themselves a penalty. Wowee! And Kieran Bramwell will stand over this one. A massive goal in the scope of Heidelberg's campaign. So too for Hume City. Heidelberg will go to their bench. Christian Theoharis and Joseph Lee being prepped to come on. They've fought so hard, Hume City. And Bramwell with a nice little pass. It was Minibatis who just forced a little bit too much into the back of Jay McGowan, who was the first goal scorer for Heidelberg tonight, or this afternoon rather. And Kieran Bramwell, the Western Australian from the spot. Chris Oldfield. The goalkeeper to keep Hume City in this. And in the 74th minute, this game can take yet another turn. It's Kieran Bramwell. Bottom left, as cool as you like. And Heidelberg United get themselves back in front yet again for the third time this afternoon. It's not a surety by any stretch of the imagination, but Hume City have quite the task. Christian Theoharis will come on, formerly of Western United, with 4 A-League appearances and broke through with Melbourne Victory. He'll come on for Jay McGowan. Before moved to Borussia Mönchengladbach, where he played primarily in the second team. And Max Bisetto will come off for Joseph Lee. Can't forget the 79 appearances with the Mariners, where he won an A-League championship. He's one of the only players in Australian football to have won 3 A-League men's championships with 3 different teams. Western United, Melbourne Victory, and of course the Mariners. And Joseph Lee will come on. Started his career in the Wellington football system. Spent some time with Wellington Phoenix Reserves, and of course a 3 times OFC Champions League winner. Youth international as well. Well, this game has had quite the billing and quite the description. How might they shape up, both sides, ahead of the final 15 minutes We'll see a double change as well for Hume City. Max Wright set to come on alongside Joshua O'Kane. So plenty of quality coming on for both teams. Braden Spink, Taylor Shrivers. Can Hume get themselves level again this afternoon? Coyne. Oh, that's fantastic work from Aidan Coyne as he finds all the space, the avenues and the channels, and wins his side a very important free kick from just about 25 yards. Max Wright to come on. Formerly of Grimsby Town's youth system, spent the last 3 years at Halifax Town in the National League. 2 goals in the 2019-20 season from Grimsby Town in League 2, and has the 7 National League appearances this season. And of course Joshua O'Kane, youth product of Hume City, over 60 appearances for Hume across the years. He's one of the famed academy products. And Kierda, you suspect from this position, might go direct. Kierda. It's Shrivers! Oh my! It's 4! I do not believe it! Taylor Shrivers has made it 4-4! Björkan Kierda's delivery was impeccable, and Taylor Shriver gets his head on it. Can you believe that? Koda Kadur will come off for Max Wright. And so will Aidan Coyne. What are we being treated to here at the Village? This game defies logic and all description. But it is the Senol NPLM Men's Victoria. Expect the unexpected. We've been treated to not just 2 goals in the first half, we've been treated to yet another 6 in this second half alone, and we've only had 32 minutes or 33 minutes of playing time, and by the side we'll go into the last 12 with plenty of energy. The game of the season, regardless of outcome. Just unbelievable. And the craziest thing, we've had 8 different goal scorers as well. As Björkan Kierda looks to send the ball into the channel for a Disubeo. The lights are on here at the Village. It's game on. Braden Spink. Steve White. Munibatis. And Kieran Bramwell was adjudged to be clipped. Scores around the ground. South Melbourne with a 2-0 lead over Melbourne City as they approach the 81st minute. Now, if they were to see this one out, it obviously puts Heidelberg into quite the position as they want to secure themselves finals football. Table currently reads Heidelberg United in 6th. They will be ahead in goal difference over Caroline Springs, George Cross, unless they were to manage a 6-0 win over Avondale today. They will likely keep that 6th spot. Here's Kyle O'Sullivan. Forced back. O'Sullivan, formerly of Finn Harps, Liga Rovers, Galway United, and most recently Treaty United in the Irish First Division. I believe it's the 2nd tier. Here's Christian Theoharis. Back for Lesiotis. He lofts a ball. Can't find its intended target. Tas Mordekudis. Now Ryan Lethlean. Anthony Lesiotis. Runners ahead. Humbert. Hume City intercept through Chris Engelhart. He goes to ground, although he just slipped on the deck here at the Village. Here's Lesiotis. Now Obani. Further wide is Theo Harris. Oh, it's a well-weighted ball, but it was a little too high. And Oldfield catches. Now Bayou forced back a step. Charged down by several Heidelberg players, but evades the press brilliantly. O'Kane. Now Kierda. Here's Björkan Kierda yet again. Weaves past Kieran Brunwell and wins himself the foul. Now Braden Spink. Adis keeps it in play. O'Sullivan will see it out. And I don't think he quite did, as they've won themselves the corner. Josh Bingham puts the ball on the corner flag. He hasn't even come on yet. Of course, when you score 4 goals, you can't exactly say that an absence of a striking option is something that Hume City need at this point in time. I'm happy to keep Bramwell at challenge with DeBella. Here's Kierda. Souza comes to get out of harm's way and did really well. Lesiotis. Oh, has he done well there? He has. And Heidelberg United will win themselves the throw. Heidelberg will venture forward yet again. Through Carlo Sullivan, and let's get the back of Adisu Bayou. Rolled square. And now Munibatis set a task for Carlo Sullivan. Rolls it square to Kierda. Just on the edge of the penalty area. Here's Adisu Bayou. And now Steve White. Bayou cuts right. Rolls square. Still have plenty of the offing. Adisu Bayou. Shot goes into the back of Godfrey DeBella. There's calls for handball, which are waved away. And play will continue. Really good win from Braden Spink. Now Munibatis. Will we get ourselves another goal?
Come out.
84th minute here at the Village. A reminder that this current result will see the Oakley Cannons crowned as your premiers for season 2026. Munibatis did so well to evade the challenges. And now Bayou across to Godfrey DeBella, turns right, DeBella! Oh! They've won a corner, and they will bring on Josh Bingham. Could he be the answer to the question? Question who will come off, though. We'll see, I think, just after the corner. Will they make the change now? I think they'll make it just after the corner kick. Anki Tsukamoto is going to have to play the ball back to Björkan Kierda. Hume City with an enormous chance. We've seen quite a few corners this afternoon. This might be the most important. Kierda, low delivery. It's kept in play, though, by Max Wright. Hooks it across the face. Adisu Bayou! This game defies description. And Hume City take the lead for the first time this afternoon. Adisu Bayou! Wow! Long live the Senol NPLM men's Victoria. What a game. What a player. Adisu Bayu. And of all 12 goals he scored in the league this season, might that be the most crucial in the makeup of Hume City's campaign? And a fallen soldier in the act was Braden Spink. He's being carried off and might force a change for Hume City. Josh Bingham might not even come on. And Hume City, at least for the brief period, will play with 10. As Heidelberg United have let a 3-1 lead go in the space of just half an hour. Unbelievable. A miraculous comeback of the most apt description for Hume City, as Josh Bingham will come on. And so too Heiki Tsukamoto. So Bingham will come on for Spink, and DeBella will come off for Tsukamoto. As Tsukamoto has done, he'll come off the bench for the 11th time this season. Björkan Kierda is also in a bit of strife here. I mean, what a game. What a game. Will Björkan Kierda have to come off here? Will it force another change? Oh, he's going to come on. He's going to stay on, shall we say.
Why does he need to go off if the physio's not been on? We're making a change. Stay top. Thanks, Bill.
And Godfrey DeBella will come off. Tsukamoto will come on. Hume City have 2.5 minutes of regulation time to keep the score at 5-4. Will this game to have any more twists and turns? We'll soon find out. Around the ground, South Melbourne have taken a 3-0 lead against Melbourne City, shall we say, through Andre Skopoulos. His first goal for South Melbourne on the senior men's level, seems for him. Here's Bingham. Can they put the icing on the cake? Oh, Lesiotis. Well, he went to ground and might have hit his arm, who knows? But Heidelberg United will look to get themselves back into this contest through Carlos Sullivan. Advantage is played on. Here's Lee across the byline. Is there a player at the back post? Oh, Tobena Obani was there. And Josh Bingham will be handed a yellow card for his foul. As we approach the final minutes of regulation time in a half that has had 7 goals, how many minutes will be added on? There's no point of even guessing at this point in time. No doubt the game of the campaign in round 24, to which Hume City at this point in time will keep their premiership hopes alive and will consign Heidelberg United to yet their winless run to keep on going in both league and cup for quite some time. Theo Harris, Bramwell, 5 minutes of added time. The flick on from Humbert, away from right, and they've won themselves a foul to boot. As you can hear a pin drop here at the Village. Just about. Nine-game winless run. It might continue for Heidelberg United. Since late May, win against the Dandenong Thunder. That one didn't come easy either. Here's Engelhardt. And they've won themselves, in fact they haven't. They haven't won themselves a corner. Heidelberg will have another chance to bring the ball forward as we approach the final 3.5 minutes here at the Olympic Village. Can Heidelberg United get themselves a crucial point on the balance of their season? Once a place where not many would win, this season has become a place where many can. It started with that result against Dandenong City in the early portion of the campaign. It might end tonight as we approach the final few moments in this absolute break speed match between Heidelberg and Hume. Hume City are taking as much time as they can off the clock for this throw, and they do so now. Lesiotis. Theoharis goes to ground. Play will be waved on. Anthony Theodoropoulos. He couldn't quite find Kieran Bramwell. And Yaron Souza will keep play going. Tas Mortakudis. O'Sullivan drives into central channel. So does Anthony Theodoropoulos. Now Lesiotis. Sullivan is masquerading himself as a midfielder at this point in time. And here is Tas Mortakudis. The line is very high. Just about over 2 minutes to go here at the Olympic Village. And Ryan Lechlein, who played as a striker for much of his youth career, he's taking that position for the final few moments this afternoon, or this evening, whatever you may think it will be, is Adisubayu intercepts the pass. Can Hume City get themselves into the attacking third? They can't. But it's all too comfortable for Chris Oldfield. He'll take his merry time. It's now or never for the Burgers. Lee. O'Sullivan needs to find a passing angle. He does. Through Tas Mortakudis. Merely just over a minute. And that's a very, very poor diagonal ball. Lesiotis forces it long. Humbert, deft touch. Shrivers, who secured Hume City's equaliser, proves enormous. Anthony Theodoropoulos. Not long now for the Burgers. They go wide. Lee. They just really can't find the angle they're looking for, the Burgers, as they go from right to left here. The searching ball for Humbert. White bats it away. Adisubayu, and now Medib Adis. It will be a throw for the Burgers. 30 seconds left. O'Sullivan weaves away. Now Theodoropoulos. Incisive ball. Joseph Lee. Can he get a shooting angle? He twists. He turns. He's intercepted. The foul will be Hume City's. What an incredible afternoon of football. It's about to reach its conclusion. We've ticked over 5 minutes of added time. Chris Oldfield will send this ball long. as the whistle is not blown just as of yet. It will do now. Hume City are still in the race. A miraculous come from behind 5-4 win against Heidelberg United. They will sit 5 points behind the Oakley Cannons, who are in first place. And the next two fixtures against Caroline Springs George Cross and Avondale loom large. Next week, their fate may be sealed, but for Heidelberg, the match against South Melbourne next weekend in the Hellenic Derby might be the biggest we've seen in quite some time. And we've seen some pretty big fixtures between the two sides. Well, if we recap that game, if we can, by description, it was turbulence. It was Jay McGowan who opened proceedings. It was Godfrey Tabella who leveled the score. Max Bisetto and Asahi Yokokawa made it 3 and 4 for Heidelberg. And then goals aplenty for Hume City. Taylor Shrivers, Adisu Bayu, Koda Kodor, can we not forget? What an incredible game we've witnessed here at the Olympic Village. Were it not for Adisu Bayu's go-ahead goal in the 86th minute, we would not be in this position, and as they took the lead for the first time. Well, just another day in the Senol NPLM Men's Victoria. We have Caroline Springs George Cross who take on Avondale at 6 p.m. I've been Neil Simons. What a night of football. Thank you and good night.
Marty, open it for me there. That's the greatest game I've ever thought.